Brak. G'day, g'day, g'day. It's Brak here. How are you? And I'm a little upside, aren't I? I'll put that there. And I've knocked the camera. You don't be seeing that. This is okie dokie. So, how's it going? I'm just going to wait for some people to arrive before I start doing some things. So let's have a little look and see what's happening over here. So today I am going to be focusing on this little guy here, the head of the body, the bodice, the upper part of the Gearguts Mark II. So that's what it's going to be, and it's going to be loads of fun. It's going to be loads and loads of fun. Just can't wait. All right, welcome to that. Okay, so I'm hoping are people on? No one's on yet. Why aren't anyone on? We'll just wait and see what happens. Okay. Okay. Just focus on it, Michael. Just focus on it. And we'll get underway very, very shortly. Very shortly. Okay, so there's a few people people come on and gone off again, so I'm not quite sure what's happening here. Please come and join me. It'll be fun. I promise. I promise. Just sort of work out what's going on. I'm very sorry. Okay, so as I said before, I am Brak Da Warboss, and I am going to be working on the Gearguts Mark II. Mark III, sorry. Mark III, what was I say Mark II? That was last year's one, wasn't it? That was last year's one. Mark II. That was last year's one, wasn't it? Alright, I'm up, I'm here, I'm ready to do some painting, and we'll get stuck into it at the moment. So, I still don't know what I'm doing just yet in the... Check the video resolution, it's not optimal. Why is that happening? Okay, saying it's doing it now. Alright, okay, so sorry about that. Technical issues. They are the bane of my little existence. Alright. Okay, so if you're bored, say g'day. If not, alright, so what I thought I might do, I want to try and put some dry brush on the metal bits first. Because as is my wont. And let's get that. So I haven't really worked out what colour I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go camo, but so just dry brush all the metal. metal, although it's a little bit more wetter than I would have liked. I would have preferred to be a bit more. And it won't really matter too much if I go over it, over everything too much, because I will be painting. Oh, doesn't really matter if I put some stuff on the flesh. Now the main reason I'm doing this sub-assembly is because the way this works is that we have these guards here that goes over like that, and I want to try and get all the paint on it. So that's what I'll be doing. And here we are. Okie dokie. So I'm still talking to myself. No one's here. I wonder why everyone is. We're off doing stuff. Ah, well, that's just the way it goes, I suppose. Just a little bit of a light. Well, I'd say this is a medium dry brush, isn't it? I think maybe I'm on a little bit too early. Anyway, I'll just use this as a practice run. Look, I think I'm just going to leave that as it is. So what I thought I'm going to do is I might try camo again. I'm a bit unsure how camo is going to work on this, but what the heck? What the heck? You only live, you're only young once, or I was young once, and now I'm a little bit older. So now the main reason for camo is because I already have a Gearguts model, Gearguts Mark II in the Def Skull colours. So since I am now doing blood axes, I thought I'll go for the blood axe motif. I'll just put that there. And I'm looking for my Morfang Brown. It's not here. Where, oh where can it be? Ah, there it is. Okay, I'm not quite sure how much I'm going to get done tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. I am a little what's the word? A little sore. I've pulled a muscle somewhere and I don't know how, because I'm not what you call a very active person. And the back is playing up something shocking. So let's get stuck into it. Now, I probably should be using a bigger brush, but I can't seem to find it. So it's going to take a little bit longer. But then I could sort of skirt around. You know, that's not going to work. This brush is probably a little bit too big. Sorry, I just like to mix off camera. It's just my way. There's nothing really to look at here. So, okay, so yeah, that's a little bit better, isn't it? So we're just going to do everything in the brown. And everything in the brown. Even along here. At the sides. Most of this will probably be unseen, but still. Nothing worse than peering into a model and then seeing a blank bit because you miscalculated where where you didn't need to paint. So my quick fix for that these days is to try and paint it all, except where except where things connect. And so just basically doing all the main parts, and even so everything, I want everything of the armor to be brown. Please, that would be nice, to be brown. So, here I am. Come join me. This will be fun. If you're here, say g'day. Say g'day, say g'day, say g'day, say g'day. Alright, so now this is one thin coat. I probably don't really need to do two thin coats on this, so depends. So what type brushes do you like to guys to use? I find that this 6 is a little bit too big for this type of work. I go for some of the big vehicles, but I think I prefer a 5 or a 3. But I don't. Unfortunately, I'm not kind on my brushes, and I've just done a big work on some vehicles, and my number 3 brush has kaput. So. I've got to go and buy some, but I've got to get some money up first. So in the description below, there's all the links that you can go to if you'd want to support me. There's Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. So go and follow those links. Everything's muchly appreciated. It helps. Everything helps with the hobby. And please, if you like what you're seeing, then by all means check out do all you can to help the channel. Now there's Buy Me a Coffee, Patreon. You can also help by liking, subscribing and sharing. That's some of the best ways of doing this, really. It's probably the top way is liking and subscribing. We always prefer if you do. So yeah, give us a go. Let's get this done. Be nice. All right, so there's the brown. I think I'm going to put some green on, some Warboss green for them as my preferred, not Warboss green. I get Warboss green and War green mixed up. So it's War flesh, isn't it? That's what I forget. It's War flesh. And I always seem to get that mixed up with Warboss green. I don't know why, because I think it's because it's the colour that I first do, and you know, Warbosses being the bosses and everything. Quick cup of tea. Getting a bit sore here. So yeah. So I'm still trying to work out what the best days to do live. Maybe I'm just Should probably bite the bullet, do lives around about this time every night, and then see what works, and then go with that. Because it is Orktober, and I've got a lot of things I can paint and do, such as this lovely, lovely Gearguts Mark II model. Mark III. Oh, did it again. Oops, I did it again. I know, singing Britney Spears. It's not very punk rock of me, is it? Or is it? Is it? Maybe it is. Who knows? But really, who cares? We should all like the music that we like and not worry about people judging us. And if they judge us, well, that's for them to do. I just try not to worry about what people think about me anymore. It's your own personal opinions. They aren't really any of my business, are they? Now, some fleshy bits there. I just want to work out whether to make that a shirt or not. Decisions. So, nice big flash. It's all green. It isn't easy being green. A little bit more. See, it doesn't really matter if I get, at this stage, it doesn't really matter how accurate or neat you are. It's just getting the colour on. And see, I missed a bit. Back with the blue. Not blue. What am I talking about? Grey Knight Steel. Geez, Louise, where'd it go? Where it is? Grey Knight Steel. It's my go-to metallic paint at the moment. I picked it up once because the store that I went to had no line breaker, and I went, you know what? Oh, look at this one. Let me try that. They had no line breaker, no lead belch is what I usually used, and it was try it, see how it goes. And I liked it so much. The next time I bought a couple of pots of it because I tend to go through metal a lot. Okay, so just gonna do this chain and around the lights. Probably gonna need a bit more. That part of the light. Chain, I'll probably, we'll do that bit. The spiky bits. Metal, see, I'm gonna, no, I'll leave that, I'll leave that brown for now. And yes, I'm one of these people that use their fingers to well, that was silly of me. I put the brush in the wrong paint. How odd. How odd indeed. Now, hello, someone's come on, someone's watching. If you're saying hello, if you can hear, say hello. It'd be nice for you to say so. Have a chat. What are you working on? Love to know. Love to know. Okay. So yeah, just going to do this part, this bit, and I think all of him. Just going to do the bits on the exhausts that are just the that are flat. That's the word I was looking for. That are flat. Just going to do those first. But I think I might mix it up a bit. I'm going to use one of the goldy colours. Put him down. If you're here, please say g'day. Love to hear who you are. Tell me what you're working on. Well, that's supposed to. And yeah, let's have a bit of a conversation if you'd like to chat. If not, if you don't really want to have a chat, then you don't need to. But if you are working something, I would like to know. Or what you could do, I'm just going to got to set up some hotkeys, don't I? So, are you going to be working on anything? Yeah. So if you are working on something, place it in there, and then at the end of the session, we'll have a little look. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And just in case you don't want to chat, but you still want to show me what you're doing, I'd like to see what you're working on. That'd be great. It would be lovely. Alright, so... And I think I might leave those bits in. Leave those bits in there brown, I think. Now, for the... Just Angs here, just about to step out to work. It's good to see that someone's keeping the economy going, because it's definitely not me. That's what I'd say. Well, thank you for saying it. Thank you for dropping in anyway. You always seem to be one of the people I like to come and visit, so that's always nice. I really appreciate it. Appreciate it muchly. And what I am also looking for... Who knows where I paint? What have you done with all my paints, guys? What was that? I'd blame that bloody that Git man, but he ain't here. Enjoy your coffee for the evening. That would be lovely. Alright, I'll play you silly games. I don't seem to have... Oh, there he is. I thought that was the wrong colour. I thought this was a brown, when in fact it's not. It's a... It is... They call it gold. Balthazar gold. And he needs a good shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Yes, you've seen it here, folks. I am mental. I have lost... I've gone off my rocker. Lost me bananas. I am A sandwich short of a picnic. Screw loose completely and nah. And I'm painting Balthasar Gold onto the bumpy bits. And in between the bumpy bits and the flat bits, there's just a little bit of raised stuff. Now I'm just going to leave that because so the main reason I want to leave that is because I have given it a bit of a dry brush, and so it doesn't really need enough, and I will be washing this with probably with Nuln Oil, and then I'll be highlighting it up again, so it doesn't really need enough. I'll just have to wait and see what the washes do, because I tend to go a bit uneven with my washes, and that's sort of done by design because I just like a little bit of, just gives it a little bit of randomness to it. Things can pull up in places and it looks a bit darker, so I think it gives a bit more natural look than just having a nice even washed. But that's my preference. That's just me. You don't have to do that. That is what I like, and so please. So some people are gone and liked and say goodbye. Come back. It'd be nice of you to come back and like. Come back, say hello. Let's have a chat. I do like chat. It's a bit lonely. My voice, I suppose I've got a nice little voice, but I don't want to hear it all the time. Alright. Now, while I am painting this, now I would also like everyone else who is painting an Ork model to go and enter it in the Brak's Beast of a Challenge, which I'm hosting over at the Brain Boys Mech Shop. So please, by all accounts, put in there the links. If you're watching this later, the links will be below in the description. But if you're watching it now, I will put a little link up. Because why not? So go check that out. Any Ork model you like. It can be a fleshy model. It can be a vehicle. It can be a chopper. It can be a warboss. It can even be a grot, as long as it is in the Ork 40k. I make it a 40k challenge because that's what I do. And I'm going to have some special guest judges, and they'll probably choose a person that they like, and that person will get $40 gift voucher from OTP Terrain, and then another person, I will just find something that I like. I'm calling that the Brak's Wow, and they'll get $20. So 2 prizes up for offer. So go in, have a look. I won't be looking at technical painting. I don't know what the other judges will be looking at, but it'll just be what really grabs me. Is what just, when I see it, I just go, oh my god, that's nice. That's how I will be doing that's my criteria for the judging, I should say. Oh, worms are failing me. Worms are failing me. So yeah, go to those 2 sites, which are, there's 2 links there. one is to post what you're working on right now, so we can have a look. And that doesn't have to be orcs; it can be anything. If you're working on something that isn't orcs right now, you post that in, and we'll look at that at the end of the stream. And the other link is I would like is for the Brak's Beast of a Challenge. So can we do that? And you'll win. So if you haven't joined the Brain Boys Mech Shop, please do. It's a reasonably new Discord community, and it's the one that I'm spending a lot of time in at the moment. I'll try and give it a red hot go because it lines up a lot with my goals and how I'd like to see a Discord. And one of the features that we have here is that we try to get a lot of orc content creators. So these doing YouTube like myself, or Twitch, or even some 3D printers, people who are sculpting, and we sort of try to get, and people who use these products as well. So you, the viewer, or the consumer. That's not really. I don't like using the viewer. I prefer viewer. Sounds like marketing nonsense calling you a consumer, because I'm interested in you, the person, and not you, the bank balance. It's all about connect with a person and not a bank account. I'm not an account. So yeah, we go get all three people together, and so the whole idea is that if you get the viewer say, "Oh, do you know what? I haven't seen this type of content. I'd really like to see this." You go to suggestions and suggest away, and then one of the content guys, if they think if it's in their skill set, they'll go, "Yeah, why not?" Or "Yes, we'll do it." It really depends on what country they come from, I suppose. And from all over the globe, there's quite a lot of us. Well, there's a few of us at the moment. I suppose depends on what you think a lot is. How much do you think is a lot? What is a lot for you? Very important question. I need to know. Do I need to know the answer to that big question? Anyway. Okay, so it looks like that my connection's a bit all over the place, so maybe that's why things aren't happening. So please say g'day. If you put something in there, and even if you're watching this late, because what I'm going to do now in a couple of days, I'll have this live and work assembly, and I've just. So what I'll do, I'll have this live running for a couple of days, and then I'll go and edit it down to sort of get all the good bits and the highlights, and we can go on from there. So if you're watching that one, please put all the links below. Still, go and put what you're working on into the Breakfast Club, and go and put yourself into Mech Boys, the Brain Boys Mech Shop, not Mech Boys Brain Shop. That's something completely different and a bit disturbing. Yeah, love to have you in all those platforms. Post away, and then have a bit of a chat, or even talk about what you're doing in the comments. Well, both all those things help me, helps the channel, helps both the Discord servers that I am associated with. And look, this brush is splitting already. I knew it was going to happen. I just knew it deep in that dark recess, which is my art. I knew that was, but oh well. No use crying over spilt milk. And there'll be no crying over spilt milk at the moment because I'm fasting. I'm only allowed to have watery drinks at the moment, so no milk whatsoever until about another 13 hours. That's what I didn't do. I missed this brown here. So I was doing the brown, so I go back to the brown. I would prefer to do these lives during the daytime when my eyes are better, but apparently a lot of my viewers are from the United States or the UK, and they tend to not be awake when I'm awake. Being Australia, time zones and all that. We'll post up the pig boy proxies you've been working on. Oh yeah, I love to see them. And if you're not here because you have to do work stuff, then I'll talk about it, and you can catch it on the edited version, which I will do a little bit later. So we've got that. We've got all that. Oh, there's some brown. There's some brown. Get in there. Ah, Mr. Pale is here. Hello, how are you? What are you working on? Let me tell you what I'm working on. I'm finally getting around to doing it. Finally getting around to do it. So, if you are working on something, post it away. Post it away in the Breakfast Club and the Brain Boys Mech Shop. Do it in there too. Oh, that's if you're working on the Brax Challenge, Beast of a Challenge. Because yeah, anyone, I've let it open. Even other people, other affiliates, they can join in too. Because there's so much people giving away stuff. It's a bit like Christmas. It's a bit like a Secret Santa, but there's no secret. Finished my 15 burners last night. Oh, love to see them. Can you post them in the Breakfast Clubs? And have a look at it later tonight. Which I'm only going to be on here for about an hour or so. I've done my back. I'm thinking about making this, and I'm going to do one of these every night except for the weekends, I think. I need to sort of work out which night is the best night for me. So doing an experiment, and I'm on live, so there's going to be a lot of content coming out from me. So spam, spam, spam. And if you're around in about what's that? Another 12 minus 4. In that 8 hours, I'm dropping a mini bat rep, and that's all I'm going to say. So hang around for that. It was fun. I'm doing a little series of things going to be, and that's going. Hopefully, I'll try and get all of them done. All this is probably not making much sense at the moment, but it'll make sense when you see it. So I plan to get probably about 16 little mini battles done during Orktober. So a bit of a fest. And that's about all I'm going to say. You want to know more? I have videos dropping in about 8 hours time. So wait for that. Or you can wait later. It doesn't really matter if you watch it straight up. It's not gonna, it's not gonna be surprising. Okay, so the browns. Is that flesh or is that armor? I think that's armor. That's the problem with prime and white, prime and black sometimes, is that you've got to wait till you put some paint down to see whether you've missed something or not. And the more the better. Yep, that's better. Okay, well, change over to a smaller brush. Change over to a smaller brush. Have that standing up there. And because I want to work on these little gibbonsies here. And I'm going to be using Balthasar Gold. I would have preferred to have a 3 brush, a number 3 brush, but like I may have said before, it's gone kaput. So number 2, your chicken's ready. Chicken palmy for number 2. Number 2, chicken palmy. Yes, as I said, I'm not right in the head. I'm a little bit strange tonight. Okay. So just get these little bit of gubbins up. In underneath. Anything else? No, I'll do the beast snaggers. Not that beast snagger boys, hog boys, what boys? What type of beast snaggers are you snagging? Or are you beastly snagging? Alright, let's get on this art. Let's get on to it. This little guy's art at. Oh, he's a cyborg, isn't he? He's all cyborg on this side. He's got a big tin plate. Got a couple of tin plates here. I wonder what this story was. Who hit him in the head? Nasty, nasty looking bump on the head he got there. A little eye. And underneath here. Really stop talk, got to concentrate. But I'm not really concentrating that hard because you can tell I'm not concentrating that hard because I'm hammering it out. Just do that when you were a kid. Did you used to poke your tongue out while you're concentrating? Snagger boys. The pale orc is doing snagger boys. Nice. And you're going to put them in trucks. I hope you've added them to your... You're not doing revenue anymore? You never keep up. You never really seem to keep up with what you're on. You like to experiment with the lists. So, some may have... Oh. So I was going to do some battle, but I've been playing a game with a mate of mine, Tom. And I've played 2 games with him so far with his Voistron. And the whole idea we're going to do bat reps. But unfortunately, especially with the first 1,000 points, I thought half of the filming's corrupted. So I got up to turn 2, and that's basically it. Everything else I just can't use. And I've been trying to work out. I tried talking talking through it and things like that with old pictures, but the quality just, it looked like 2 separate videos. So I'm not going to do it, which is really, really sad. And because I'm not going to do it, I'm also not going to do the second one, which was a 1500, and we only got to turn 2. We didn't even, because we were running out of time, we went to the wrong store. The store changed their opening times and we didn't realise. We thought we had loads of time, and of course we were just taking our good old time, so trying to learn the rules and stuff, and it just didn't happen. So I couldn't do my end, and so it just the film bits look really good, but matching up with the unfilmed bits, it just looks messy. It looks incomplete, and I wasn't happy with it. So sad to say, it is gone, and I've got a bit more brown there to do. And I'm going to do that. So it's a bit sad. So none of those, but which is a bit sad because I wanted to get a couple of bat reps off, which is why I'm planning on doing the mini bat reps, which is coming through. So Angus attempted filming a game once. Was it fun? I enjoyed the process. I know what mistakes I made. I know what I've got to focus on, what I've got to talk about. But I really want to try and get it right, and get it right for you, the viewer. So okay, still haven't worked out. I think I'm going to give him a shirt, but while I am working on that, let's get the Morghast. Morghast. Not Ushanti. Guilty. Yuck. Welcome to Brak the Painter. The game was filming on so much limited tools. Yeah, look. Tablet is on its camera make. Yeah, no, I actually these phones are great. So I did that filming, but with these mini battles I actually took the laptop outside onto the back deck and used this camera and filmed it from there. So that looks okay. Did a lot of filming, so yeah, and got probably about 4 or 5 minutes out of 20 minutes of filming. So there's a lot of cutting. But I think that was mainly because a lot of it was me just looking up rules. So a bit of more Morghast bone onto the teeth. Let's get these teeth going. Oh, look at these lovely teeth. And then the top, we'll do that as well. And I think we'll do that. Yep, licked it. Okay, so what's been happening in the chat? Balorg says, I've been playing all different clans, but to avoid pissing everyone off at the store, I have avoided taking the Ravenwing. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, that. Well, one day, you and I can play, and you can take, I'll let you bring your Ravenwing. That'll be fun. It'll happen one day, don't know when. Don't know when we'll meet again. So I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Shit, turn you're a boomer. And yes, Angus was talking about these. Too much me putting down the tablet, followed by a friendly adult banter from the other table. Yeah, that's That's usually how it goes. We didn't do much banter type stuff with Tom because it was just me and the camera. It was basically the end of the shot, end of the game, end of the turn, talking about stuff and doing that. And I know that's not a format that a lot of people like, but it's a great way for me to learn. Good morning, Mr. Gearguts. He's the man himself, the mad genius who has designed this little guy. Well, little. He's this size, isn't he? Well, actually, he's about a bit more. So, I hope you're well. I haven't caught up with you for a little while, so a little chat after you did your big game. How did the big game go? I caught up on the highlights that Scary did. That was great. It was fantastic even. And I've just lost my train of thought. Oh, that's right. I was going to do the inside of the mouth, wasn't I? You probably didn't know that because I didn't vocalise that. That was my inside voice. I actually did that for a change. So let's get some cornbread. Smack him on the inside of the tongue. Do that. Probably should have done that before I did the bones. See, I go on Twitch and watch streams, and there are people and they got all this stuff planned out, and they know exactly what colour they're doing and what order they're going to do it, and then they've done a lot of work. I am not one of these people. I am just not. I just don't. I've shunned planning. I think it's because I'm semi-retired and I used to plan so much in my life when I used to wear suits and ties and tell people what to do for a living. And I don't have to do that anymore, so I can just wing it. I like winging it. I'm a wing it sort of a guy. Now, so he's looking pretty schmecker. What else? So I just sit here and have a look what I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do next. I had a plan, but it just, I'll do that, and then I lost it. Train of thought. It's getting on to the hour. I might push on for a little bit longer now. There's some people here saying g'day and all that palaver. Long live the semi-retired wildlife. Yeah, so a bit of money would be nice, but it is what it is, and I'm trying to make the best of it. That's right. I had decided that I'm going to do the shirt. And I think I'm going to make the shirt will end up being Ogren camo, but for the meantime, I think a nice base colour. Not that brush. That brush. Is good old Xandri dust, and I'll do some. So I'm assuming this is I think it's a shirt in here. Maybe it's not. But anyway, he just needs a little bit. I am doing this the wrong way around, aren't I? But that's okay. I can fix over this. There's so much more there. There's going to be layers and washes to do, so I can just get in there. I've seen a few other little things I've missed too, so do that. But not that, we're not going to see much of this, are we? Because it's going to be covered by arms and stuff. So we just... Rough as guts, that's me. That's me, good old rough as guts. But I was rough as Gearguts. I'm not quite sure Gearguts is what you guys. I don't think he's really rough at all. Nice. I'm sure he has his moments. But they're probably far and few between. That's right, brown. Brown, 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 missing all the bits. Missing all the bits, because that's what I do apparently. Yes. How did I forget to do this under here? Like, it's not going to be seen. And I think I've said, I'm repeating myself. If you've heard this before, just, I'm an old man like to repeat. Maybe it's just the beans. Beans means farts. There you go. Dip that in there. I'll need a smaller brush for that one, won't I? Get in there. Get in there. Do this, do that, do lots of things. So I'm sure everyone knows that this Gearguts is part of the Orktober festivities, and you can actually get it over on geargutsmkshop.com. I'll put a link there. Go and have a look. He's got 20% off for physical models and 35% off STLs. So that's pretty good. That's not bad. That's not a bad discount, is it? So a link you can use is this one. That would be my affiliate link. So go and do that. You won't get any extra because you're an affiliate, but I might get a little bit of a kickback from it. So please do that. That's want to get 20% off bottles? Now's the time to do it. And if you use that link, then you help support me in the long run. That would be lovely. And for those people who aren't watching this live and are going to be watching the edited version of this, then there is a link below in the description. And not only is, well, all the Gearguts affiliate shops are got discounts as well, I believe. Especially OTP, which is where this came from. And he's, oh, don't mind the old brown. But it will be going, it's I'm not quite sure how, but I'm going to camo it. And I can think about that at another time. As long as I get these colours down here done, I can think about that later. I might not. I might not cameo this. I might. Oh, I've got a plan. I've just come up with a plan. It's not an evil plan. It's just a plan. What was I talking about? I was talking about OTP terrain too, wasn't I? They also have a. They also have a discount happening. 20% off Gearguts models, but you've got to buy. I think you need to buy $50 worth first. Go and check that one out. That'd be great. OTP terrain. That's where I get all my models get printed from them. They're really good, great service. They get to you. Never have an issue. And yes, I am an affiliate with them as well. But yeah, I was saying good things about them beforehand, and nothing has really made me want to change my point of view on that. So what I thought I might do is I'm going to do two more colours. So I'm not going to camo these panels. I'm going to make them just keep them a little bit plain, actually. But it should make a little bit of sense. So what we'll do is we've got some Caliban green there. Put that in like that. No. And the other panel, it will be camo green, which is the other colour, one of the colours in my camo. Well, I'm glad that Angus finds good quality service, good customer service. And that's, I suppose, that's what it's all about, really. Yeah. I'll do another little coat. Yep, I'll have to do another coat of that. It's a bit streaky, isn't it? And they call him streak. Don't talk back, yuckity yuck. Oh my God, where's all this boomer music coming from? I'm not a boomer, I just Gen X. I should be singing punk rock songs. Oh, dad, I'm in the ants. Top music like that. Maybe a bit of Cure. Or Joy Division. I can dance Joy Division. Now that's the Wombats. There's me corn red. Corn red for the 4 little skull here. I'm just wondering what. I can't work out what I need to talk about. I'm starting to think about repeating myself, and I'm almost at this stage where I'd press on a little bit longer. And just press on a bit longer. You see, you had people coming in a little bit late, weren't you? And I was talking to myself for a while and not really going mad, but you never know. And I'm going to do this. I don't know why. I just am. Red for that one, red for that one. So on these little raised squares here, just a little bit of red. And ochre and camo on the other three little squares. I didn't clean that as well as they didn't clean that brush soon. It's not easy, what, being green or just finding stuff to talk about. I'm just trying not to get on the personal stuff. I don't know if you want to talk about my personal stuff, so. Oh, that's what happened. That's what happened on the weekend. I can tell you about. It was my 22nd wedding anniversary on Saturday. So to celebrate, my wife decided to go up to the local bar and drink cocktails in the afternoon. We became day drinkers. Then we went home and watched TV because we was getting old. So yeah, we just had some tapas and some cocktails. I got a little pissy. That for the American fellow, that actually means drunk. I didn't get upset. I got to be, yes. Saying you're pissed means something completely different down here. Sort of means you're drunk. And I didn't realise that. Especially, and I learnt that the hard way when I was in the States visiting my cousins. We got drunk, I was having a good time, we had back, and I'm saying, wow, it's a really good night. I am so pissed. Everyone wanted to know why I was upset. I'm going, I'm not upset, I'm just pissed. And they all getting really agitated. They couldn't work out what was going on, and I couldn't work it out. And I went, no, you're all silly. I didn't say that aloud because I was so happy and these are nice people. And they're trying to work out why I was upset. And I'm going, I'm not upset, I'm just pissed, I'm quite happy. And they couldn't work it out. And I couldn't work it out. And then we woke up the next morning and talked it out. And then we discovered that, yeah, communication issues, I suppose. It's a good thing I didn't say that to someone I was at the bar. I might have gotten into a fight. You know, don't really do fights. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea at all. Now, this side is Cyborg, so I'm going to give him a little glass eye, a little blue glass eye. And I have missed, oh, okay. I think what I'm going to do next is Ideally, I'd like a bigger brush, but I don't have one tonight, so I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Warboss green. Let's get some Warboss green onto the little boy's face. But I like being... Alright buddy, thanks for dropping in. Angus is going to go, so catch you later. Thank you for popping in and saying g'day, or hello, or cheerio, or whatever you like to say, but thanks for saying it. Nice to see you, nice. Here we go, a little bit of green under there, bit of Warboss green. I think my green is one of my favourites. I tend to leave it a lot, especially on the bigger orcs. Give it a bit of a wash with Beltane green and then do it over again. It's just a colour of orc I seem to like. Bit of highlight with mute and green, and then yeah. Brak Da Warboss. Sorry, I'm off camera again. A couple people watching now, so do you want? I am almost there. I'm almost done. I think it's time for me to. I am flagging fast. Been there hours. Been a long day. It's been a long day of editing, and I am going to leave this here, and I will come back tomorrow. I'm planning on coming back tomorrow. I might be the same time. It might be an hour later. It really depends on other stuff that I've got to do. And yeah, so Thursday night we'll get back in and have a look at that. So thanks for watching. We'll get back and we'll do this. We'll do a little bit more. I may do... No, I'm not going to. I'm going to try and do everything like this on channel. So, oh, that's what I was going to do first. I was actually going to check to see. So let's have a little look and see if there's any... Okay, there is some stuff to have a look at. So I'll do that. Let's go and have a little look. So let's do that now. Okay, so Mr. Pale has done, this is what he's been doing. This is showing off your work. We've seen Jude, so let's have a look at Pale's little burners. So this is very much of the Pale style that we all know. It is the light coloured skin and the green, the rest of it's green. Well, the metal, the clothes, it's all green with a little bit of browns. And it works really, really well. I didn't think it would when I first heard it, but I went and had a look, and yeah, it's nice. These guys looking good. So burners in a truck or a battle wagon. That sounds like fun. That sounds like loads of fun. Oh, and here are some Space Marines, I think he's working on too. He's sort of doing some little Space Marines in the background. But we're talking about looking at orcs, so that's not too bad. There's that, and here is Gearguts MK3, and look at that. There is no way, there's no chance in hell that I'm going to get as good as that. But I'll attempt. I'll give it a good old red college go, or whatever you call those sort of things, and I'll give it a go. But oh, that's nice. I'm really liking some of these. The shading on the skin in around here is really, really good. Oh, it's nice. I do like the camera light angles that it's all that dark here. It's a very nice artistic shot. Okay, well, that was all the people showing off their work. Let's go over to the Brain Boys workshop and have a look at the entries so far in the progress. So we've got 2 people doing stuff at the moment. So we've got Rusky199, and please come and do this. So there's only 2 people, so there's a good chance that these 2 people will get the gift vouchers. Nice little looking buggy that he's done there, and he puts a little bit of colour on it. Yellow and the red, I really like that. I think it's going to look good when he's really finished. But apparently he's working, so he hasn't had time to do it. And Dark and Moon has got this far with his kill tank, which I really, really love. Oh, and the little Def Skulls in me, just love that blue. There's just something about that colour I really, really like. And it's even popping before it needs to. And apparently, he's done one recently and another one. So that's the Kill Burster, isn't it? And that's what it looks like. So hopefully he wants it to look very similar to this. So yeah, looking good. Looking good if you have something you'd like to do. So hopefully we'll see more work here. But you know, if you don't, get in. If you want to get a chance to get a $40 voucher or a $20 gift voucher from OTP Terrain, you don't have to be Australian to do it. Now remember, they do deliver elsewhere, so you could buy stuff from there, and this can help with your postage and probably a little bit extra as well. So that'd be great. And OTP Terrain are always doing some sort of discount. If not, my link, it'll get you a 5% discount. And on those times that they're not, they tend to be doing a lot of discounts, which is great. So yeah, check that out. That's all we had to have a look for now. Do one, yes, yeah. I really like that. So that's it. That was it. I hope you enjoyed it, having a great time. I am having tired. I think I might have another little cup of tea. And I think I'm going to grab a cup of tea and then go and unwind in the Brain Boys Mech Shop for a little while. So if you want to do that, come and join me. But remember, if you are going crumping, you got to bash early and bash often.